There's no way. There's no way.
Hold up.
Get charged.
I set up the stream wrong. It's completely on me. Look, you watching Joe Bart right now, so something went wrong. Things a lot easier. Turn that off. Oh shoot, it's already set up? Oh, okay. That's cool. I did not mean to add that to my music playlist. Am I dumb? Okay. Save to playlist. Full streams. Save to playlist. Star Fox. Alright. Let's go. I'm watching
Okay.
Joe Bart, so I won't
Just
be reading
rolling
chat.
up the window. Nah, that's Aura. Nah, that's Aura. Yeah. Window.
Get charged. Okay.
Just rolling up the window. Nah, that's Aura. Nah, that's Aura. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bird poop on the windshield there. It's a little rainy outside. Better turn on the fucking windshield wiper. Shit's about to get wet in here. Here. Things are about to get fucking real dirty. What? Like shit's about to hit the fan. Why is that an AO? That's not AO.
She rode me the entire way
there's like 6 cops just watching.
from that stop back.
If she keeps calling 911, we'll use that as an avenue, just like the
An
other
avenue, bro. She threatened to kill you guys like 4 times.
night.
I'm
Just
taking
to get her out of the car. She'll go to the hospital.
She threatened to run us over. She threatened to shoot us.
I just don't want to fight with her in the car with her running. So if we can get her out, if we can
Running, bro. She ain't making a break for it.
get her out,
Oops.
if she can get out on her own, if we can get her out somehow.
Okay, let's say we do. I would just write up a fake ticket. All right, we're gonna give him a ticket on like a fucking sticky note. Look, he has a ticket. He just got charged. Is she gonna go, thank you, and then pull out? Like, there's no way she just calms down even if they gave her a ticket or him a ticket. Give the cop a fake ticket or a real one. I don't think she calms down.
Thanks.
Oh, that was someone dying. I thought that was like... They probably had hyperviews. I'm dying.
Would you like to talk to him?
Just up there.
Bro, she's sopping wet. She's like actually, bro, she's sweating profusely.
Over here now!
Well, he's not going to come over there. Would you like to talk to him?
Did I not just fucking say yeah? Am I retarded? Am I fucking stuttering?
He'll talk with you on the sidewalk.
I need to get on a sidewalk. I will pull the fuck over there then.
He'll talk to you on the sidewalk. He's not going to talk.
So I need to pull the fuck over there because he's that fucking fat and lazy.
Well, if you would like to have a conversation, you can attempt it.
Turn signal when you're leaving, huh?
When did I use my signal?
When you were leaving, you didn't use it, and then you saw me following you, and then you thought to start fucking using it. You know you
If I was the cop, I would have brake checked the fuck out of her. I would have went, beep, and she would have fucking rear-ended the shit out of me, and I would have been like,
didn't use it.
When I actually
Yeah.
Can you let me finish so I can answer your question or no?
Go ahead.
I used my signal.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
you
it
think
just
that way,
jumped
but I
over
did.
there.
Literally, you and your fucking
Okay, or
buddy
not.
did it. Both of you
You can believe that, but I know I did. I used to make my right hand turn, and then my left hand turn, and then my right hand turn, and then my left hand turn.
Oh my fucking god!
I did it.
No, you didn't!
Jayla, would you like to file a complaint?
Yeah!
Then you can head to the lobby and we have the paperwork for you.
Ooh, smart. Get her in the building.
Oh shoot, idiot. I don't care if the way I play is annoying.
Dude, that'd be so funny if they just give her a clipboard. They have like hotel lobby music playing.
What?
And
Oh, I forgot
she's
I
just
could
like,
break.
like checking off boxes. Like you're at like the doctor's office. They're playing Bruno Mars. Uptown, funk you up.
Yeah. Okay, hands behind
Playing
you.
with like GameCube.
You have a broken hand. Why don't you have a cat?
Hands behind your back. All right, just.
Oh shoot. What did I miss? What? I looked away for 5 seconds and she's like on my hand.
Okay, hands behind you.
Body cam video? So
You have a broken hand. Why don't you have a cat?
Hands behind your back. All right, just.
your hand is not broken. Oh, shoot.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
You're touching my broken hand! You're touching my broken hand!
Why are you driving if your hand's shattered to pieces?
I will fucking kill you!
Watch him
Oh,
out.
another one.
She's sweaty.
You're touching my
She's sweaty.
Get off of me! No! You're so
Stay on your side. Just stay on your side.
Man,
I can really see why you're all fucking white.
you're right.
Would you like me to sit up? Would you like me to sit up? Okay, this is what you're gonna do. Bring your knees up.
I cannot breathe!
Bring your knees up. And you can sit up. But if you fight or resist here, you're gonna have
Bro, you
to.
can't breathe because you've been
Aw.
crashing out for the last
Freaking Quindle, you
20
suck.
minutes.
Get back right there. Just sit.
Just stand like that.
She's having a fucking panic attack.
Off is broken! I'm not doing shit with that hand! Who the fuck touched my car?
Get the movie so an ambulance can get through.
What's fucking ambulance? I'm not getting in a fucking ambulance.
For other people! In case somebody else in the world's dying and they need help because you're not the only human that exists on this fucking planet? Oh my god!
No, you're gonna repo
I
my
don't know, triple.
car!
Oh.
Man, I suck at this game today. Usually I'm not this bad. Usually I get it.
car! Give me my car!
Or at least save people. I don't know.
Hard.
Either way.
You're gonna fucking repo me!
No, I'm not. Just to the curb spine. We'll carry her.
No, give me my car!
Get in here. Each grab a leg. All right. One. Get on. Grab a leg. No, what? No.
I'm just tasing the shit out of her. I'm just at this point, bro, she starts kicking and shit.
Go. Go. Deep.
Like there's 4 of them carrying her.
Stupid. That's what the fuck happens when you touch my shit.
Yeah, you really showed them.
Hold it down. Whichever.
Phone. Give me my phone! Give me my phone!
Nomophobia, fear away from being away from a mobile phone. I don't know if that's what's happening right now. I think she just wants her phone so she can call someone.
On matchmaking.
Give me my phone!
Am I gonna let go?
Stream details. I'm gonna mix and smash because I might do a bit of that too.
You okay?
Hey, you stupid shit. You what the f am I gonna move? Give me my phone!
I'm seeing
Are you
Neil
gonna
look
pack
well
it with
when
your
I'm doing
nose?
one
Are you
play.
gonna
So
fucking use your feet to fucking dial someone? What are you gonna do? You gonna use
Grown up.
theory? Oh my god.
I used to see
What
him
the
a
hell
lot.
is happening?
And what's the other guy's name? There's like a couple of them. Kind of
We're
like
just screaming slurs
someone
left and
smashed
right.
too.
And then on top of that, your hands are handcuffed behind you.
Bro, what the f? Give me my
Fine.
phone, bro!
All right. We have individual. Don't do it. Let's start with the knife.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, we go.
What the f? Bro, give me my phone!
Bro, even in the beginning of the crash out, they could have given her a ticket and then just left.
No.
She followed them to the police station.
Give me my fucking phone!
I really want to.
Give me
Oh, did she spit?
my phone!
Uh-oh, now they're gonna put a trash bag over her head.
Give me my fucking phone!
Yeah, that's good hood. Yeah, where's the spit hood? Nope, nope. You don't care? Spit hood? Anybody got a spit hood? Yep, shotgun on Adam's face.
Don't touch my face! Don't touch my face! Don't touch
You spit
Oh,
on
you
my
did
mom.
it. You oh my
right,
god. I
lean
wish I
forward.
wasn't here to tell you. I
I
really
want my
was.
phone! Give me my phone! I want my phone! Don't touch my face! Don't touch my face, please! Please don't touch my face!
Bro, this is like becoming unenjoyable to watch. Like, I thought there would be a moment of calm. It like she's never been like one sentence of like, okay, yeah. There's no clarity.
Oops.
Until I can run.
If you're gonna die, I'd say it's like
If her hand's broken, it's when she was punching her own windshield.
Just attach to the. I need a lockdown.
They need to just walk away for like 20 minutes. Yeah. Like, genuinely. They need to just leave her in the parking lot and just like observe from a distance so she can calm down. Because she's just constantly freaking out.
When do I get my phone back?
What are you gonna do? You gonna call him for the 5th time?
Oh, what f***ing time is it? My animal need medicine! I want my f***ing phone!
Who got spit on? Adam. You got spit on?
Yeah.
The face?
In his ear. Oh.
No, don't fucking lie.
I'm
She
not
says you
good
want to
at
stab
maneuvering.
somebody, shoot somebody.
Max hopes the woman gets the help she
I'm more of a
needs and
casual
is able to
player.
move towards a stable,
feel like
crime-free future.
Run me over. Run him over. Okay. Follow them.
When the f*** do I get my phone?
Her phone's on the red thing.
Your personal possessions will be given to you at the hospital, okay?
No, I want my phone now!
At the hospital.
Somebody take my car to the hospital.
You go in with me.
You're not driving home tonight. Like, that's out of the fucking books.
A few months after this incident, the woman was arrested again,
Bro.
caught in another wild confrontation you'll want to see. As for this case, she was charged with 3 counts of aggravated battery on a peace officer, disorderly conduct, and filing a false 911 report.
There's no way this happened again. Is this her? Oh no, this is a different person. That's wild though that this happened twice. She's too dangerous to be on the road. Her license should be revoked. She's a danger to the people. I don't even necessarily say it's like a danger driving. It's just like that level of road rage. If that's on a person, bro, like I'm not even necessarily like saying she would get somebody else killed.
no way I get
Like
out of that.
someone would kill her in fear. Like imagine you get in a car crash with this lady and she starts screaming at you saying she's gonna stab you. Like they might kill her in response. And then now, like she's a danger to herself more than other people. Like I don't think she would actually try and kill someone. But I think it's like, dude, she's gonna like get like you can't go around like screaming. I mean, cops in general, but also just people. You can't be screaming around, calling people slurs and saying you're gonna stab them. Like you're gonna end up getting killed. I don't know. That I hope she gets help, bro. I think we've seen worse body cam videos, but that's definitely the most angry I've ever seen someone. I think the one that tops that, not... Why you should have called 911 to scare her boyfriend.
On March 19th, 2023, in Marshfield, Wisconsin, a distressing 911 call was received from a female urgently requesting an officer's assistance, but refusing to provide further information. The call was accompanied
Move, EA started contacting people and asking them to return the
Ooh, those look really dangerous because those are pokey.
brass knuckles so they could properly be disposed of. That's very Godfather-esque though too.
They got the crosses on them. You're gonna see Jesus after I punch you with these bad babies.
Could properly be disposed of. That's very Godfather-esque though too. Maybe that was always a plan. All right, calm me. I'll discard it for you. And one of the most insane types of game crimes are those that escalate to IRL confrontations.
In real life.
In-game currency and rare items can be so sought after that
Bad boys, same thing.
it causes people to do some pretty extreme things, like robbing a teenage boy of his RuneScape gold. Humja Ba.
He held him at gunpoint to make him give him gold in RuneScape. He stole fantasy coins for video game RuneScape with gun threat.
Boy of his RuneScape gold. Humja Bawa. Humza Bawa, a 19-year-old from Massachusetts, had arranged to purchase around 5 billion gold from a man named Jonathan Dokler in RuneScape in exchange for $3,300.
Bro was gonna fucking spend $3,000 in in-game currency. Is 5 billion gold a lot? Should I ask Zeusy if he's awake? Oh, it's 7 p.m. He's definitely awake. Should I call him? Yeah. Yo.
Hello.
Yo, sorry, I'm on stream. I just have a quick question about RuneScape.
What's up, dude?
How much would you say in like US dollars 5 billion gold is?
5 billion US dollars?
No, 5 billion gold in US dollars.
That's gotta be like a couple $1,000s.
Okay.
Wow, you about to buy 5 billion?
No, I'm not gonna buy 5 billion gold in RuneScape. We're watching a video about a guy that tried to murder somebody over. He was gonna spend $3,300 for 5 billion gold.
Yeah, it's about a couple $1,000s.
But you don't think that's like a scam?
Kinda, yeah. That's a decent amount of money, yeah. 3,000. I would probably, if it's me paying for it and I'm rich and I have no, you know what I'm saying, I have no restrictions, I'm not spending more than like 2,000, you know?
Okay. Fair. Yeah, rifle murder. Anyways, thank you. I'll catch you, bro. Resident RuneScape expert.
Not bad. To make sure the transfer was done properly, Humza insisted that they must meet face-to-face rather than send the money electronically. Jonathan sent his friend David to meet him and collect the money in a library at his school. David noticed that the money Humza was pulling out looked fake, but Jonathan told him over the phone
Wait, so they knew each other in real life?
and collect the money in a library at his school. David noticed that the money Humza was pulling out looked fake, but Jonathan told him over the phone to continue with it anyways. Humza suddenly left and insisted that they needed to meet again the next night to finish the trade. The next day, David once again called him out for pulling out fake bills, but this time, Humza was furious. He pulled out a gun and pointed it at David. It was an airsoft gun. But David believed it was 100% real, and he told reporters, I couldn't believe I was about to get shot over RuneScape gold. I was so scared that I was so scared I was about to die. That's every average Boston goer. Oh, f you, go sucks. I told my buddy, I'm not getting shot over fucking electronic gold. It's not the best impression, but David was told to call John.
I mean, dude, some airsoft guns look like real guns. If you have to like change the tip, like an airsoft pistol, like from a distance, this kind of looks like a real gun. Outside of, Terran Tactical Innovations, like you could convince me this is a weapon. Or this? Oh no, this one's gold. This, bro, come on. For somebody that doesn't know pistols, this looks like a real gun. If you're holding this from a distance, I'm assuming that's a real weapon. Like, you're not going to test it. Why would you want to make that bet?
Jonathan and say that the money was accepted. Terrified, David was forced to comply, leading to 4.7 billion RuneScape coins being sent to Humza for free. Surveillance footage of the interaction led to his immediate arrest, and when he was charged with second-degree robbery and grand larceny, he faced up to 15 years in jail.
Oh,
somehow, this isn't the first time an IRL RuneScape robbery took place, because in 2007, two teens robbed a young boy of his rare RuneScape items. A 13 13-year-old child from the Netherlands who had been playing the game for a long time slowly acquired an assortment of valuable RuneScape items. While biking home, the victim was approached by the two teens and was forced to go to one of their homes with them. After being forced into a bedroom, he was told to give up his RuneScape money and valuable items. And at one point, he was in a chokehold while being told he would be killed for not complying. What a Chad, dude.
I don't give a f. Choke me out, stab me, motherfucker. I'm not.
I feel like you have the upper hand here. Like, if somebody held you at gunpoint and they're like, give me your fucking RuneScape gold, I just go, no. Like, if they kill, are they gonna kill you over that? Like, I'd be like, bro, you're gonna murder me over RuneScape gold. There's no way.
Killed for not.
But then you also got to see the other side. Like, this person might be crazy. For this person to even be attempting to hold me at gunpoint for RuneScape gold, I don't really want to find out.
Complying. What a Chad, dude.
I don't give a f. Choke me out, stab me, motherfucker. I'm not giving you shit.
He eventually gave them what they wanted, and was thrown out of the house. After reporting the crime, the two teens were quickly arrested and charged with theft and assault. In the end, they were sentenced to 144 years of community service. God!
What? Like, they have to, like, fucking clean the roads for the rest of their life?
Damn! You're gonna have to do community service until you fucking die? Is that how they roll in the Netherlands? You're going to have to do this until you die. The media has often blamed video games for many of the crimes committed by young people. While this is often overblown, there are few cases where video games have inspired violent.
What did that say? Trump blames video games movies for violence by youth. Bro, old people, bro. Old people, bro. Now, Fortnite's like a recreation of 9/11. The reason all these school shootings are happening isn't because of gun laws or how we raise our kids. It's because they're playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty's the reason they're doing it. They see it, and then they think it's real life. They think they'll respawn. Somebody will grab their reboot card. They're crazy. No, it's not video games, bro. Because it'll be like, this is the logic.
What are the
This kid
rainbow
shot up a school.
spheres? Like, what do they do?
He
Not
plays Call
these,
of
but,
Duty.
Like,
Must be Call of
it
Duty.
turns into those.
That's the reason he did it. Not he lived in a shitty household with shitty parents, had a lot of problems that they kind of ignored, never really got help with that. They leave their guns out in the open, or the kids knows the safe to the password, or he was just able to go buy a gun because it was, something that he, was just able to do. And then he went and go kill people.
Cases where video games have inspired violent crimes.
How do you feel about cutting it?
The safe to the password to the safe. You know what I'm saying, chat.
Games like GTA inspired one man to go on a wild joyride in Alabama. Zachary Burgess, a 20-year-old student of Auburn University, went on a chaotic crime spree. Zachary started his night by stealing someone's parked truck while they were still in it, forcing them to...
See, and now I think if that's the correlation, I don't think the video game, if you're going to play GTA and then go on a 24-hour crime spree, I don't think it's the video game that's causing that. That might be the trigger that causes you to do it in that moment. But if you're like that susceptible to that, I feel like you would have done something at some point in the future, right?
No?
If you're if you're somebody that's that crazy, like you're probably gonna go and do shit. Which is like a common rebuttal to like gun control, where it's like, hey, if you get rid of the guns, these kids might go stab people. Well, and then the common response to that is you're going to not be able to kill as many people stabbing them as you would with a fucking pistol.
The passenger seat. The woman was held hostage as Zachary started driving erratically in the parking lot. During his joyride, he slammed into 9 vehicles. He eventually hopped out and fled the scene, but was eventually arrested and charged with kidnapping and 9 counts of hit and run. Allegedly, he told an officer that he was curious what it was like to play Grand Theft Auto for real. Are we stretching it a bit for the video? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that might have just been like a one-line thing he said to be funny.
These game-related crimes can get intense, but usually are stopped by the authorities before it can get too out of hand. But this isn't always the case, sadly. Let's see how gruesome things can really get, starting with the mom who shot...
Do you get anything for this? Yo, why are we playing competitive Tetris? Okay, I'm like impressed by this guy. Oh, it's like a tournament? What happens when you win? Oh, 100 event points. Man, no one cares about that.
caught her son for gaming too loud. We're laughing because it is absurd, okay? In Arizona, a 72
What, she was playing through, the kid was playing through the TV and the mom just fucking killed her kid for
two-year-old
it?
mother named Hazel Benson had become fed up with her 38-year-old son loudly playing.
Ooh. I don't know if that, I think that might have been the fucking, what is it, the straw that broke the camel's back. 72-year-old mom, 38-year-old son still living with the mom. Probably had some disagreements in the past. The camel's back? Or I thought it was a horse.
Shut the fuck up!
You guys make fun of me every time I misspeak. It's unfair.
Video games. This is my wife to my son.
The fucking, what is it? The straw that broke the horse's back? The fucking, what's the saying? The straw that broke the camel's back? The fucking, the water? I don't know. What is it? The needle in the haystack? No, that's not the, no, bro. Oh my God. The straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh, it doesn't stop.
That's what it is.
What
Fuck,
am I doing?
dude? I feel like that was the thing that triggered it.
Done, dude. It got so bad that she called the police and asked them to come over to make him stop. After they started arguing about it, the son tried to go on a walk to cool off. Upon returning home, he found that Hazel was blocking him from entering the home. But according to the documents, he charged toward her with, quote, his hands and fist at his waistline.
Because I know I saw it.
Hazel felt threatened by this, so she pulled out her gun and shot him in the stomach. When police arrived, they found her son bleeding on the ground. Hazel admitted to shooting her son and dumping her firearm in a nearby canal. She was she's like Robert De Niro in The Irishman.
What?
She was charged with aggravated assault, disorderly conduct, and discharge of a firearm within city limits. Luckily, her son's injuries were not life-threatening. Also, does feel so. You feel threatened? Word.
I
think it's an excuse to pull out the gun.
Yeah. It was an excuse because she's just like, I'll never leave. And then she wanted to boom in his stomach. Also, ditching it in the canal. That's another thing. I'll just throw it in the river. Also, bitch is probably senile. 72 years old. Old bird's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for sure. You know what I mean? She just hears her son playing like Ratchet and Clank in the other room.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, exactly. Off Ratchet!
Oh,
she's
should add
and she just like looks at her room.
That'd be like the news.
When you're playing games online, it's normal to encounter some infuriating players. Some take the harassment so seriously, they make their life's mission to ruin their lives. In New Jersey, 20-year-old Edward Kane traveled to a
man flies to Florida to attack another player of an online
another
game.
player's house to enact his revenge. Edward was playing an online MMORPG called Arcade with a
dude. Am I crazy in saying that I feel like it's always MMORPGs? That kind of glanced over me too. Where like I was saying League and Rust, but these are the games that people like live in.
Oh, so
like they have a second, like MMORPGs are like a second life.
Registering my
so that's why I think they get so attached to
another
it.
man his age. They had gotten into an online dispute that got pretty heated, and this prompted him to attempt hurting him in real life. He was somehow able to acquire his home address, which was all the way in Florida, and Edward told his mom he was seeing a friend before flying to Florida and taking an Uber to a local store to buy fucking
Oh my God, I've heard about this on TikTok.
Hammer. He then arrives at the man's home at 2 a.m., which already happened to be unlocked. He waited for the man to leave his bedroom before Edward lunged forward and smacked him on the head with the hammer. They started wrestling with each other as the victim's stepfather came to help. While Edward was restrained, the police were called, arriving at the home covered in blood, dude. The victim went to the hospital to receive staples in his head, while Edward was arrested by the police. He tried to explain himself to investigators by saying that the victim was he's a bad person online. That's the quote.
When the suspect was asked why he did what he did, the suspect stated that he is a bad person online.
Edward was charged with attempted second-degree murder and armed burglary. Unfortunately, IRL confrontation
over the fucking MMO
like this don't always end with a couple staples in the head. In one horrific case, a gamer swatted another player, leading to his death. Which swatting is like the cringiest thing to come out of the internet. Like probably one of the worst things. I hate swatting. How is the swatting thing like not blaming the SWAT teams, but at this point in time, how is there not some kind of like
safekeeping for where they're able to deny that
protocol for people like abusing the system? 19-year-old Casey S. Viner was playing Call of Duty with a random player. They had gotten to a heated argument after Casey was team killed. He threatened to swat the man, who responded by giving him his home address and said, "Oh, please try some shit." So Casey told his friend Tyler to make the call, which he did. If this wasn't insane enough, the address wasn't even the man's current residence. The man used to live there,
Oh
but
my
it was now the home of a 28-year-old man named
No,
I
it was
did not
another
know
guy,
ice
and then he
tags.
got
I think that's
murdered.
like
Do you think the kid that gave the address will get in trouble?
Andrew Finch, who had nothing to do with the altercation altogether.
crazy.
The police thought that they were entering a hostile
Why was
situation,
he
being
so
told that
bad
the man
in
in
the
the home
last
had
one?
already
Like
put a
the last
bullet
They did the wrong home. Well, the guy that called that's probably going to go to jail for like 20 years.
in an innocent father's head and was now holding the rest of the family hostage. That's fun. Andrew noticed that a SWAT team was surrounding his house, and upon exiting the front door, an officer fired at him for not raising his arms in the air as directed. Andrew was taken to the hospital, but ultimately passed away. Investigators tracked down the people responsible who admitted to the false report. Tyler had also admitted that he had done this on multiple occasions, with one instance involving bomb threats made to schools, malls, TV stations, and the FCC headquarters in Washington. Barris was sentenced to 20 years in prison, while Casey received 15 months, as well as a 2-year ban from video games after his sentence.
2-year ban from video games. How do they even monitor that? Like, as a part of his parole, he can't play video games?
done?
20
I don't
years?
remember
Yeah,
anyone adding
20
this
years
to
is
my
the
system,
staple
though.
for that. That's usually there's like specific crimes, or there's specific things involved in making false police reports.
Video games after his sentence. 20 years even, I just feel like that should be like a life in prison thing. Also,
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I just think that's usually what they do for everybody in that situation.
you're admitting that you've done this multiple times and it's resulted. If you kill someone in a way like in that reckless of a way, to me it only makes sense if you're in prison forever. The person that falsely called the thing in that resulted in a death, to me,
He's surprisingly common. I know a lot of like random.
you know what? Hang him
players
upside
and a
down
lot
and
of
just have all the blood
players.
go to his head, and that's how he dies. A long time.
Oh, you could put a little cut in his neck like the Japanese did. They hang you upside down.
The SWAT team should be charged? No, I disagree because they're doing their job. They're going in real.
Dude,
they're
what am
going
I
in
doing?
thinking this is a real call. The guy might have
get
been
rusty
demoted,
at games
but
like
they're
that.
handling it as a high-stress situation, which is what people
I used
want.
to main
But it's
Violet,
becoming
dude.
more
I
and more that
shouldn't
they
be
find them, and then those guys go to jail for like a long time.
Cut your neck, they drain you of the blood.
Why? I could have avoided that.
Have you seen Silence?
It always goes back to Japan with you, doesn't
I have
it?
8
Everything we do. This boy needs some Japanese pussy bad, dude. Just like the Japanese did it. Have you heard of that? In Wisconsin, a 10-year-old child killed his mom over a VR headset. The child, Noah Man.
A 10-year-old kid, 11 years old, stand trial for murdering his mom.
Tate had been dealing with mental health issues for some time, to the point where his mother started putting cameras up around the house in order to keep an eye on him. Sounds like the start of a horror movie, doesn't it? Yeah, he's been having some weird issues, so it's like her doing this found footage thing where she's like setting up the camera, and he's just like standing in the corner. This was due to his various violent acts. What? Like the time he attempted to fill a balloon with flammable liquid and ended up starting a fire in their home.
Psychopath.
Hey, so instead of
Yeah, they need to take him to get fucking help.
cameras, hang him upside down, put the little thing in. Hey, pull the weed quick is what I gotta say. It's an infestation. Pull the weed. Pull it! He had been pushing his mom to buy him an Oculus headset online. Also a 10-year-old who's like, I want an Oculus. You're like, why the f do you know what that is?
It's like every kid on that one, what's the gorilla game where they just fucking crawl around? That shit-ass game. Fucking Gorilla Tag. Yeah. That game is literally just 10-year-olds.
Weird.
My nephew had an Oculus at 8.
Well, because I think kids just think VR headsets are like the future, and so they all want one.
We don't need to bring him into this.
It's like when I was like 8 or 9, and you remember hoverboards? Hoverboards were the big thing. It was futuristic.
Shoot,
You always
I
got to have the new
forgot about
tech.
hoverboards.
VR's not the future. Yeah, VR's not the future. 8-year-olds don't know that. 8-year-olds think VR's the future.
Something his mother repeatedly refused. This enraged the boy, leading him to do something drastic. I thought that said autistic. When his mother wasn't looking, Noah had taken the keys to the gun safe. He shot and killed his mother. Unsure of how to explain what happened, Noah told police that he was simply throwing the gun
I'm
around and happened to
standing
shoot
still?
her. His aunt, however, was told by the boy himself that he was purposely aiming the gun at her. He seemed to show little remorse, with the boy buying a VR headset the next day using her credit card, and later he told her grandma, I'm sorry for killing mom, before asking about the status of his Amazon delivery.
Wait, what?
Seemed to show little remorse, with the boy buying a VR headset the next day using her credit card.
So he killed his mom, didn't report it, and then just fucking ordered the goggles to use them.
And later he told her grandma, I'm sorry for killing mom, before asking about the status of his Amazon delivery.
Hold up. I can play Fox. I just got locked in.
That is
Sorry for killing mom. Is my VR headset in yet? I feel like that kid's old enough to, like, know that's fucking crazy, right? Regardless of like, whatever mental shit he's going through, I feel like that's, like, something like a 6-year-old would say. Like a 10-year-old going, sorry for killing mom. When's my VR headset coming in? I'd be like, bro, what? Like murder? Like murder? He went to jail? Yeah, what do you do in that scenario, though, chat? Like, what is the sentencing for that kid? Like, it's already complex, and they already have, like, complex shit for people that are, like, teenagers that commit crimes like that when they're, like, 15, 17, you know. Like, if you're, like, killing somebody. But, like, when you're 10 years old, you kill your mom. What do they do?
Sometimes I wonder if these players are real.
Even if you give him a life sentence, he's fucked. Because now he's never going to go into adulthood in regular society. You know what I mean?
Nobody does.
Like, we were talking about that the other day, where if you get sentenced, not even just for murder, for anything, like, if you're under 21, right, you haven't finished college, you haven't lived your life. Even if you're, like, 18. Like, a lot of gang members that get arrested are 18, 19. You get arrested, you're a teenager, you're in jail for 20 years, you come out, you don't know how to pay taxes, you don't know how to do rent, you don't know how insurance works. You've never been an adult. Like, yeah, you were legally 18, but, like, you've never lived a life. You got arrested, like, the first year out of high school, and now, like, you're fucked. Like, you're never going to be able to understand how to get a job, how to live life. You don't have experience. You're behind people because now you're 30, and you can't get a job because why would they hire a 30-year-old that's never held a job?
The child was charged as an adult facing up to 60 years in prison. When asked about the possibility of posting the $50,000 bond, he told the lawyer that he could try gathering coins from between the cushions of his couch. That's a sadistic, evil little motherfucker, isn't it? Maybe I could just dig for some coins. I'm a kid. Also, you should hand me your gun. He's currently locked up in a juvenile detention center. Upside down. Hang him upside down. The Japanese like, oh, yo. And lastly, we'll end on the internet rivalry that turned into murder. In 2008, after a long and bitter rivalry in Lineage 2, a massive popularity.
There's like this dude in Smash named Sean who, like, every time me and my friend Grant make an arena, he joins at some point and he just targets the crap out of me. Like, specifically me most of the time. Not last time. Like, last time he played fairly, but it's like some weird freaking rivalry thing we have going on. He mains Link, which was my first main. Well, like, I really want to know who this guy is, because he's kind of cool.
Mo, members of two
See, I've never even heard of some of these games.
opposing Russian clans scheduled a face-to-face meeting in one of Moscow's bars.
Wait, they got so mad at each other in that MMO that they scheduled a meeting time to do, like, a old Western, like, not a shootout, but like a fucking, like, hey, we're gonna meet up and fight.
Around 30 people, a mix of both clans, come to the meeting. After a bit of friendly drinking and civil discussions, Audrey Pomavimna, known in the game as DVP, invited one of his opponents to come outside. The man he invited came back into the bar with a broken nose. Naturally, his fellow clan members, Alexander Bliskin, stepped in for his teammate. He came out and punched DVP in the head, to which DVP responded with a headbutt to the face. Alexander Bliskin fell to the ground and cracked his skull on the pavement. A brawl ensued, which ended with police and ambulances coming to the scene of the fight. After a 3-day coma, Alexander was pronounced dead. Andrew was sentenced to 8 years in prison in 2008. After serving a sentence, Andrew came out and immediately began his eventually successful streaming career playing Lineage 2. Just goes.
Really? He fucking became a YouTuber after that?
After serving a sentence, Andrew came out and immediately began his eventually successful streaming
Video of him coming back from
career
prison.
playing Lineage 2. Just goes.
What is his channel? I want to look at his channel.
Alexander was pronounced dead. Andrew was sentenced to 8 years in prison in 2008. After serving a sentence, Andrew came out and immediately began his
it doesn't say.
Eventually successful streaming career playing Lineage 2. Just goes to show that streamers are the worst. Most of these cases have been avoided by taking a step back and realizing just how trivial the situation is.
What is he
to
doing?
Book a flight to another state to attack someone because they were mean to you in a game. It's time to take a good hard look at what your life has become. Try to stay off video games, guys. It's for the best, I swear. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys, and we will see you.
I guess not.
In the next one. I hated
I love Papa Meat.
that.
Bro hated that. What, he hated that video? It ain't Papa Meat without the Nick saying something out of pocket, top comments to NSFW bot. Ad that looks like it's a 1997 VHS. Unnecessary tangent. Silly sound effects from editor and Hunter. I'm so hungover. Oh my God. Paying your bills by chatting with a homie about random shit must be peak existence. Oh, is this a real person? Oh, Pauline has an account she subscribes to that says she really likes being undressed. And it's a woman that's topless. Interesting. YouTube needs to do something about those bots, man. They show up everywhere, and I've blocked probably like 1,000 of them. And they just keep making them. And they all just have subs, dude. Why do we fear the uncanny valley?
Take a look at this image.
Ooh,
Oh, this video is probably going to be really creepy, by the way. I should probably preface that.
Oh, this is
Take a
the
look
thing
at this
Sean
image.
has as a profile.
How does it make you
Freaking
feel?
diarrhea wimpy kid looking thing.
I don't know. I've seen, I don't want to say Uncanny Valley
Looks like
is like
diarrhea.
not scary anymore, but I've seen so much Uncanny Valley that it's still disturbing, but it doesn't hold that same value of disturbingness that it had when I first saw Momo
freaking Pokemon.
for the
They're
first
either
time. When I
really
was a
good or
kid
really
and I
bad.
saw Momo, oh my God. Nightmares for weeks. What is
Momo,
Uncanny
dude.
Valley?
That used to
Something that
scare the
looks
crap out of
human but isn't. It's like they look like they're a
actually not
person, but something's off about them. A lot of the time it's their eyes, because when you look at people, the first thing, like when you look at a person's face, what's the first thing you look at? Usually their eyes, and then maybe their nose and mouth. Like this is like a human. The rest of the usually doesn't matter. Like that's not, if somebody has weird hair, you're just gonna be like, I don't like your hair. I don't like your chin. I don't like your jaw structure. But like this is a person, and honestly, I would even say remove the nose. I would say their eyes and their mouth. And Uncanny Valley, like if it looks compressed or weird, it creeps you out.
Frightened? Bewildered, maybe? This is the uncanny... Okay, you all probably know what the Uncanny Valley is. But if you don't, it's a psychological theory that explains the discomfort people feel towards something that looks almost human, but not quite. As shown in this graph, as something becomes more human-like in appearance, people respond more positively to it, until a certain point where we find it disturbing. This dip or valley in affinity.
Yeah, if something's like 70% human, it's creepy. But if it's anywhere in between or outside of that, lower or higher, it's fine.
Is called the Uncanny Valley. Take for example dolls. At the midpoint of the graph, we might have something like this. You can tell that it's not human, it's cartoony, and doesn't have super realistic
And then there's Annabelle.
features. But then we have something like this. Now me personally,
I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't say that's creepy. It's more disturbing. I wouldn't say it's Uncanny Valley though. There's definitely weirder looking dolls.
I find this a little creepy. I don't know what it is, but there's something in those eyes, man. I don't like it.
They look sunken.
Now, it does vary depending on the person. Obviously, these toys sell, so not everyone finds these creepy. But there is a reason dolls
that's
for some reason
are a big part of the horror genre. In this video, I'm not going to be focusing on what the Uncanny Valley is, as I kind of just did that, and plenty of others have already covered it. Instead, I'll be exploring the different theories that try to explain why we fear the Uncanny Valley.
I think the one that I heard that I found the most cool, even if it's likely wrong, is that other forms of humans existed outside of Homo sapiens in our lifetime, or not in our lifetime, in humanity's lifetime, and they looked human but were a lot different. And I've showed pictures before this becomes a YouTube video. Editors, show up pictures of different humans, like earlier humans, or things that were alive when humans were alive, and they look off. And I don't want to say it's like a biological, you know, evolution capability that we've adapted to, but it was like at some point in human history, in Homo sapien history, there was a need to be able to distinguish humans versus things that looked human but looked a little not human too. Like they were either underdeveloped or overdeveloped, or you know, had a different bone structure and their skulls look different. And so it's supposed to like disturb you because you have to be able to recognize like, that's not me. that's not one of me. That's not a Homo
Oh, shoot,
sapien.
I
That's
forgot.
Homo habilis.
Stop
That's
forgetting.
Neanderthals. Something
I
like
could've
that.
used that so long.
What in our evolutionary past or psychology?
Corpses carry diseases. That's why. What do you mean? Like when something dies, it looks like Uncanny Valley? I wouldn't say that corpses look like Uncanny Valley. I would say they just look like dead. High IQ Joe Bart quote there. They just look dead. The reason that humans look Uncanny Valley when they're dead is because the fucking people at the coroner's office or whatever put 10 pounds of makeup on them and like string their eyeballs shut and shit to make them look human. I don't know. I don't want to say I'd rather them just leave them like a fucked up dead guy, but I mean, I'd rather be cremated. I would honestly, when I die, just burn me or chuck me in the woods. You don't even need to bury me. Let the fucking rats eat me. Okay, like I'm dead. It doesn't matter. You don't need to see. I don't need to be in a nice position wearing a fucking suit and tie and my favorite watch like this. Just fucking burn me.
Gives us
Throw me in a waste to energy plant. Fuel somebody's fucking PC for 20 minutes.
this fear of things that look almost human. Will we uncover the answer? Well, you'll have to stick around to find out.
There's so much
As we dive into
Would you donate your body to a body farm? I'm an organ donor. So if I get hit by a car and die, they'll fucking cut me open and start taking my shit. I think everybody should be that. I don't know why people
There's
don't do
not
that.
many
If it's like
characters
religious
I can
purposes,
describe,
that's one
but
thing. But like, bro,
Rob,
you really,
Sonic,
you need to hold on to your liver
most
when you're dead.
players are like
You need to hold on to your fucking skin. That's gonna bother
and
you.
Steve.
to the mystery.
You don't need it's like I never understand that shit on like, you know, oh, I have to look this way at my funeral or this and this and it has to go this way. Yo, you're dead, beast. Yo, you don't exist anymore. It's not like, oh, I'm dead and you're like, you know, actively like, damn, I wish they played a different song at my death looking at the funeral proceedings. Like, you're gone. Even if there is an afterlife, I would assume you would be there and not actively watching what clothing they're putting on you at your funeral.
Uncanny Valley.
Where's the intruder?
Now we're even.
I don't know other. That's creepy. That's
And I'm
creepy.
still gonna
I don't
do
know
this, but
other
still.
theories though. Outside of it being a, you know, human evolution thing of other animals or other types of like, you know, Homo habilis, whatever the fuck. What else would it be? Why are we afraid of Uncanny Valley? When you're a kid, maybe, and you're not like... Do you think kids are afraid of Uncanny Valley? Kids aren't afraid of clowns, though, and like creepy shit when they're really young, because they don't recognize what's normal and what's not normal. And they develop that really early on. Like, young kids will cry when they see creepy shit. But if you show, like, an infant, like, a fucking really creepy Halloween mask, they'll just look at it, because they don't know what it is.
Oh, shoot. That was good.
I think that's what it is. Yo, that's what it is. Early babies and infants stare at humans so much that they get a general average understanding of what a human looks like. And then when they see something that looks off, it disturbs them.
Fair warning, this video will contain imagery that people may find disturbing, so leave now if you don't like that. You know what? Actually, let me get this out of the way. Boo! Okay, that was the scariest one. Not that bad, right? Anyway, now onto the theories. The theory of mate selection suggests that uncanny features make us feel uneasy because our brains are wired to avoid potential mates who show signs of low fertility, poor health, or weak immune systems. I can see how this could make sense. People have a natural reaction to others they would or wouldn't like to.
No, I think that's wrong, because you find people that are poorly suited for survival ugly, not disturbing. If you like see so like people are naturally attracted to people that look healthy. Like, you could have offspring and they won't die at a young age. Like, that's what you generally base your animalistic tendencies off of. I wouldn't say it's I'm never looking at Momo and going, Momo's ugly. Is Momo ugly? Yeah, but I'm not like, that's not my first thought. I'm going, ooh, jump scare, right? Maybe it's so ugly that it's disturbing. Maybe. maybe
That's
Uncanny
sick.
Valley is so ugly that it becomes disturbing.
Badoingle with more attractive people are received more positively.
Wow, that's a new term. I'm gonna add that to my fucking, you know, hat of tricks.
In our minds, and less attractive people, not so much. I mean, look at modeling, movies, TV, even politics. A lot of it is cultural, sure, but our brains are wired to favor more attractive people.
Your brains are more wired to favor attractive people in almost every fucking setting ever. If you're electing somebody for president, watching a movie star, like, you don't see like ugly actors very often. You will, but a lot of the time, ugly actors, and this is not me dissing them or their attractiveness, but like a lot of ugly actors will play ugly roles. Like, have you ever seen a movie and there's just like the nerdy, ugly, fat guy, and that's his role? Is like he's like a smelly fat guy, and you're like, somebody cast him for that. Like, he auditioned to be extra, in parentheses, fat guy, and they needed him, and he auditioned for that. Like, that, in that scenario, I would say yeah, but most of the time, people don't cast uglier people or like influencers. I don't want to say that it's every time, but like, I don't know many top 100 streamers that I would find ugly. Like, ugly. Maybe unattractive, but not ugly. XQC's not ugly. I think XQC is a good-looking guy. I don't think Lacey's ugly. I met Lacey. I think Lacey's a very normal-looking dude. I don't think he's ugly. You know what I mean? Especially, I mean, this was also just like men and, you know, men being, you know, fucking whack, but women specifically too on Twitch. Queso is so fine. I don't think Queso's ugly. Women a lot of the time though, as well. Like, I don't know. People favor attractiveness in social spaces, in social media, in movies, in elections, in job markets.
Though I don't.
Even if you're like, if you are applying for a job, I don't know stats on this, but if you're applying to a job and you and the other candidate have the same exact credibility, same interview, and you ran a test where one person was like, say, a 9 out of 10 to the interviewer and the other person was like a 7, I bet the more attractive person would get the job most of the time.
I don't really agree with this theory. For one, we can find people of a group we aren't attracted to unattractive or frightening. Like, we can see straight dudes bullying other straight dudes for being unattractive. Or I guess in the case of the Uncanny Valley, a straight girl can find Momo scary. And for another...
What?
I mean, come on.
Oh! He's saying this is to debunk it. Like, yeah, like a straight woman would be like, Momo is still disturbing.
You really think people are scared of these things because they don't want to do the devil's tango with them? Speaking of the devil...
That it's a demon?
How?
Many creatures from folklore and religious texts fall into the Uncanny Valley. Creatures like the Nephilim and the Devil from the Christian Bible, the Golem in Jewish folklore, or the Wendigo from Algonquin cultures. All of these are human-like creatures with something unsettlingly off. The Nephilim and Golems, for instance, are giants, larger-than-life versions of human beings. The Devil has the form of a man, but with animalistic features, and the Wendigo, as described by Basil H. Johnston...
Bruh, that is not Uncanny Valley, dude. That is a bipedal moose with flesh missing. I would go, that's creepy. If you were like, yeah, that's Uncanny Valley, I would go, you have no idea what Uncanny Valley means. That's just disturbing.
By Basil H. Johnston, has skeletal, emaciated features as if it were a hollow shell of a person. A common theme in these creatures is the idea of soullessness or a broken soul. The idea that they are human-like beings.
Oh, I hate these videos. I hate those videos. Stop.
Distinctly lack the sort of thing that would make them truly alive or human. Kind of like how I feel when someone says Mosasaurus or Pterodactyl's a dinosaur, which they are not. But soullessness is also something we associate with robots or dolls. Human-like, but completely artificial.
Yeah, unconscious. Or not even unconscious. They don't have the capacity for human emotion. It's more so just like they're like a robotic thought machine.
Entities. This theory, I like to call the religious theory, suggests that our fear of the uncanny comes from it.
I low-key feel like this is how I would perceive aliens. If aliens, I don't think aliens would look anything like humans, but I think if they did, they would look like a very weird off version of us, and it would disturb me heavily if no, seriously. Like if aliens came down and they looked like Uncanny Valley, I'd be like, yeah, no. They're here to kill us.
A deep-rooted fear of the soulless.
I think they'd be humanoid. I don't think they would. I think aliens being humanoid is so...
What? You say so.
Victory!
Oh, life itself is unlikely, but very, you know, possible. I would say, you know, definitively out there. Intelligent life, even more impossible. Intelligent life that also looks like humans? Bro. Fucking 1 in a bajillion trillion. Never.
Fallen angels, golems. Beings that resemble us but lack what truly makes us human. Personally, though, just like the last theory, I'm not totally convinced. It's not that I dismiss the theory because it's religious. Rather, I find it hard to believe that we fear something simply because it lacks a soul. After all, there's a lot more concrete evidence backing up other theories. Still, it's an interesting perspective to consider as we explore other...
I think it also might be lack of emotions or the copying of emotions that look off. Like somebody that's trying too hard to be human. Like Uncanny Valley faces smiling. It's never like a... It'll be like a... And there's always like a weird tint to it. That...
Hello? Yeah? Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I see. But
Get ready!
yes. Now I gotta go wake up Logan.
Battle begins!
Is he on his way to his house? You gotta get up and go.
Get to the objective